Today I want to talk to you about translations, and I'm also going to talk to you about reflections. The first thing is, this is going over the notes that you had. Okay, so we have this image here, and we're needing to translate it 5 units to the right and 4 units up. So what I need you to do is go ahead and find your coordinates for A, B, and C. A is at -5, 2. B is at okay, and then we have C, which is at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. Okay, so these are your pairs right now. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to translate it or slide it. So we're going to slide it 5 units to the right and 4 units up. So the cool thing is in class today we did it with patty paper, which made it so much easier. But when you don't have the ability to use patty paper, you're going to have to move each one of these 5 units up and 4 units up and 5 to the right. So let's do A. So I'm going to move it 4 units up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the right. And put a dot, okay? And then for B, I'm going to do the same thing. So 4 units up and 5 to the right. Okay, so this is my A, my new image, and this is B, my new image. Now we have C. Let's go ahead and move that one. 5 units to the right and 4 up. Put a dot. Okay, so all we're going to do on this one is go ahead and write where those new ordered pairs lie on the graph. Okay, so A is going to be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 6. B is going to be at -2, 1, and C is at 7, -1. Okay, so that's all we have to do. So essentially we're just moving in the direction that it asks it to. So right here on the bottom part, you have to write the translation in terms of our motion rule. So what's happening is when we're talking about 5 units right, we're talking about the x-axis. So this is talking about x, and we're talking about up or down, we're talking about y, because that's the direction in which those axes go. When we're talking about x, if we're talking it to the right, when we look at a number line, if we're going right, we're adding, so it's going to be x plus 5, and then 4 units up is going to be y plus 4. Okay, so there's my motion rule. So that's how you do a translation problem. Okay, let's go ahead and go look at a reflection one. Okay, so this is a reflection one. So if I'm talking about reflection, I've always told you that this is my favorite ones because FL represents flipping it. So if we're talking about this flipping over the y-axis, it's going to flip over this one here, and it's going to flip and land here. So this is when it flips. So instead of all the ordered pairs being positive, they are now negative positive. And so the only thing that's going to change about these is that the sign in front of the x value is going to now be negative. Now, what if you flipped this here, you flipped this over the x-axis, so it would land down here. So it's going to land here, and what's special about this quadrant is that all the numbers are negative, negative. So my x and y values are negative. So what I want you to really focus on is when we're talking about reflection, we're talking about flipping it, and we're talking about making sure that the signs in front of the x or the y are going to be correct. So that's why I think reflection is awesome, because you can just go ahead and find the coordinates for all 3 of these points. And then if it asks you to flip it over the x, you know you're going to move it down. When you are asked to flip it across the y, you're going to move it this way. And then all you're going to do is keep the same numbers, you're just going to change the signs. Okay? So that is all I have for you. Make sure that you're studying the notes that we had in class today. It was over each one of them, along with rotation. And make sure that you're looking in your ISN, you're looking at your transversals with the parallel lines.